Hey, what's going on guys? John here, and today I wanted to do a in-depth detailed review of the YITAHOME Massage Chair. So I'm first going to talk about the functionalities of the chair, and then I'm going to talk a little bit about the packaging that this came in, as well as moving this and maneuvering it into your home, just so for those of you who decide to get this, you have some idea of what it's going to take to actually get this moved into your house. So in terms of the overall look and feel of this chair, this is a really nice chair. I decided to go with the black version of this particular model. They also do make it in brown. Pretty much you have this nice aesthetic that goes along the sides here, both on the top and the base. You have a nice piece here that's on the front for your feet, and this is basically going to be for your foot massagers. This actually came packaged where this can be folded entirely up into the seat as well. You have almost like this alligator design that's all throughout the entire chair, which I think actually looks really cool. You've got the YITAHOME branding right across the pillow here that's embroidered into this. It is quite large. I expected this to be fairly large. I'm basically using this in a finished one-car garage that I converted into sort of a man cave setup. And so far I'm very happy with this massage chair. So I'm going to go through some of the functionalities of it. You have a remote here, which they do have this nice little convenient kind of holder that hangs off the side on the right arm. But the nice thing about this is that you basically sit inside this, and this can go through multiple functions. So I'm going to sit down and kind of walk you through it and just show you some of the functions, and then I'll talk a little bit about how I got this into my house as well. So sitting in the unit, the first thing you want to keep note of is you're definitely not going to be able to use shoes if you're going to be using this, because of the way that the footrest is. You're not really going to not be able to use the footrest portion of it. So with this, you've got rollers that are going to roll against the bottom of your feet. And then you've also got these that are going to hit the base of your legs. So this is going to squeeze you, kind of move you around. You've got these side pieces here that are going to squeeze on your arms. And both of these work really well. One thing to keep note of with this is that if you put your arms in them and you're trying to get up to go somewhere, it'll actually be squeezing you at some points during the full body massage that you'll have to wait a little bit of time to actually get out of it. You've also got these hip pieces that are going to move in from the side and basically hit your hips. And then of course you've got the back pieces as well. So this is fairly straightforward. If I power it on, it's going to run through a scan. It's going to go through a detection, which really doesn't take that long. It does this every time you boot up. And it's going to go through, once it's made that detection of your body size, where your shoulders are, everything else, it's then going to start, by default, going through the automatic massage functionality. So you do have some other options here. I'm going to wait till the detection's done and I'll show you all the different things that this can do. It's very in-depth, so you can pretty much customize this for just about anything you could want. Like maybe if you want this to focus on just your upper back, you could actually do that. So here it now starts into the full body. So the detection phase is probably about 15 to 20 seconds. It shows you the speed, the airbag pressure, the rollers, as well as the width of what's happening. And then it gives you a little bit of an icon as to what it's actually working on. So you can see it's squeezing on the arm mechanisms, and you'll see it's actually got the arm pieces highlighted there in yellow, as well as I'm getting some massage in my shoulders and in my feet. Now, if I want to change this, I can actually hit the home button here, and you've got some automatic settings. So basically, these are all the automatic settings. We have full body, sport relax mode. They have one called stretch lacing, relaxed body. They've got one called lunch break, which is probably shorter, and then master select. So the full body by default, you can see it's going to show you the time at the top right. This will run for roughly about 15 minutes. And of course, you could just start it again if you want. It has our Bluetooth icon to indicate that we're connected to Bluetooth with the speakers. And if we want to change any of these, I can simply just go and pick this, and it's going to start this particular massage but leave the same elapsed time. Now, if I want some custom options, I can actually go back to the home page, go down to our manual settings, and then now I can go through any of these that I want. So I can change the massage method to kneading, tapping, knocking, shiatsu, combination, or rolling. You can change the speed, the width of the massage, the range. So we could do like a fixed range or partial range. So maybe if I want to set manual mode, just have rollers going up my upper and mid back, I could do that, right? Or if I just want it in my upper back, I could do that too. You can change the air intensity. You can choose to have the airbags on or off, and then you've also got the roller intensity. So all of these can be basically set in various different modes, and then this also has heat, which is really awesome. Now, if we go back, You've also got just your base settings, which mainly is Bluetooth and time for how long it's going to be running, and then you can of course change your language. Beyond that, you've got these options here. So if I hit this one, this will actually put me, the bottom middle here will put me into full zero gravity. It's basically going to move the chair all the way back, and I'm going to be tipped pretty far back, and you can already see it's almost doing that now. I'm almost at like probably a partial, if not almost full tilt. So overall, that's pretty much the unit in terms of the functionality. I'm very happy with it. I'll go through and I'm gonna just go into it goes into resting mode when you shut it off. So the whole thing is gonna come back down and kind of reset back to normal. And then of course at any time, we can just throw this back in. But I do wanna, for those of you who are, going through this video and really wanna know, what's this gonna take to actually get into my home, right? I'm gonna jump out of this here. Again, it's a little bit tough to get out of it and if you don't wait for it to fully come down. But this is a fairly large unit. I believe from the left to the right, it measures roughly about 27 inches. Now, this is a fairly standard doorway, and we are actually able to get it through here. So as you can see, pretty much a standard size door. It was able to fit through this, and we didn't have to take any of the arm pieces off or anything like that. It does come fully assembled like this, so literally all I had to do was plug it in, hit the power button, and it was ready to go. So the other thing I'll keep note of and that you may be concerned about is, do I have to lift this thing? And the reason I want to bring this up is because obviously it's pretty important, I'm sure, for many of you. You do have two wheels that are at the base here in the front. So you can actually, from the front side, lift this up. You have the ability, if you want to grab here at probably at the bottom at the center here, you don't want to grab from the actual leg portion, but from here you could grab and lift this up, maybe even as one person. You just got to be careful because it is very heavy, and you can roll this around. I actually originally had this moved over a little bit this way, and I was able to basically move it and kind of shift it around. I don't know why my camera is coming out of quality here, but basically I was able to get this whole thing up and running fairly easily by just moving it through my garage. We actually had it originally delivered in my garage, and I was able to roll it, have a friend and me lift it over this hump here of concrete, and it was all the way down the other end of this garage. So ultimately, just wanted to throw that out there. It is going to be arriving on a pallet in a box that's very well protected. It has wood that's encasing it all around, a wood piece on the bottom, and I had no damage, so that was really the good thing, right? The only thing I noticed, and it was really minor, was like it looked like the leg piece here was maybe like pushed on by something, but it didn't rip or tear. It just kind of has like a small deformity, but really no issues at all with the arrival of this, and maneuvering it was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this review, found it helpful. Again, a highly recommended chair. I really think this is a very nice one if you're looking to get a high quality chair like this. I'm really excited because I've got my retro gaming setup here. I turned my TV last night, my old school TV, and I kicked off some Super Nintendo just relaxing in this thing, and it worked out perfectly for what I was looking for. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the review, and I'll talk to you later.